Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson downplayed anti-Semitic statements he made in the past. Robinson is the acting governor while Roy Cooper is in Japan. In his interim role, Robinson declared the coming week North Carolina Solidarity with Israel Week. WRAL's Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is live now with the fallout from that proclamation. Laura.
This is kind of an unusual event. I mean, technically, the state constitution says that the lieutenant governor becomes acting governor whenever the real governor leaves the state. But that was written before cell phones and the internet, right? So most other lieutenant governors have not used this power in this way. But Robinson did use it. He is running for governor next year. And his critics say it conflicts with his past statements. Robinson called for a statewide day of prayer for the victims of the Hamas attack.
We honor and mourn the victims of the terrorist attacks by Hamas and their allies against Israel and her people.
But Robinson has a history of making statements on social media that Jews and others consider to be anti-Semitic. In 2018, Robinson posted that this foolishness about Hitler disarming millions of Jews and then marching them off to concentration camps is a bunch of hogwash. He also said the movie Black Panther was, quote, created by an agnostic Jew to pull the shekels out of your Schwarze pockets, using the Yiddish words for money and black. Asked about those comments today, Robinson said they were poorly worded, but he wouldn't walk them back.
There was never any anti-Semitism intended from those words. And there's never been any anti-Semitism within me. I've never been anti-Semitic. I've never had anything against the Jewish people. Reactions
were swift from Republicans as well as Democrats. One of Robinson's Republican rivals for governor is State Treasurer Dale Folwell. He called it a shameful political stunt. As a person who has shamefully denied the Holocaust and whose history is checkered with hateful anti-Semitic comments, you have no right to be commenting on this topic, Folwell said. A spokeswoman for Democratic gubernatorial candidate Josh Stein, who is Jewish, said Mark Robinson called the Holocaust hogwash and now uses the slaughter of Israeli and Americans to perform a transparent political stunt. This is as close as he should ever get to being governor. Catawba College political scientist Michael Bitzer says Robinson's comments are likely to dog him on the campaign trail despite the proclamation.
It puts him in a kind of odd situation of trying to gain public support, but at the same time being recognized for some ill-fated comments that he's made in the past.
Now, Democratic Governor Roy Cooper also criticized Robinson's move, accusing him of, quote, taking advantage of death and destruction in Israel for his own political purposes. Cooper says he is still running the state from Japan, but he isn't likely to throw out Robinson's proclamation. Deb?
Laura Leslie live in Raleigh. Thank you, Laura.